All right, Peter.
Hold on.
Finally. The good Brit.
Oh, I'm just going to nod off now. Thanks.
Yeah. All right, Krown community. Welcome to the final roundtable of the ISC2 conference. We've had a wonderful time. It has been extremely productive. We've made a lot of advancements just in the last 48 hours and a lot of news, as you guys know. And I am very excited to have most of the team here with us, although we are missing Gareth and Craig and Eric. But today we have with us Pat, our COO. We have Sergio, our CIO. We have Queen. We have Ramy, our CBO, our Chief Blockchain Officer. And then we have the amazing marketing man himself, Mr. Peter Biggs.
Hi.
All right, so tonight, it's really a free-for-all. We're exhausted. Everybody is. I know Peter is. But we're going to kind of go around the room. We're going to talk about different subjects. We're going to give you guys some news and tell you what's been happening. A lot of you said, you asked for this tonight so that you could catch up. So we will summarize, and we'll go from there. So I think starting off, I think what we'll do is we'll talk about, Ramy, you and I will talk a little bit about the chain, about the news that we had earlier today with Dr. Bolito. If you guys missed that, check out that interview as well. But I know you have news about the node.
Yeah, the node is finally live on testnets. We are testing internally. So the next couple of weeks, we will publish that to the public so the public can also test as well. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it's extremely exciting. And it's actually a major milestone. So like when you first start off and you have your dream or you have this plan and you want to build a blockchain, most people are going to build these layer 2s or they build a project. And I constantly have to tell people when they ask, where is this listed or whatever, we have to remind them that it's a layer 1. We have to remind them that it's a massive project. And so for us in a layer 1 to have your node, especially your node built with the PQC that we have, the chain, the way we built it, and using QEM's technology, it was an extremely special, never been done before moment. And so it's certainly a milestone for us. And I know we'll have many more going forward. So, and thank you to Ramy and the team for that, because it's been a lot of hard work. We were just talking about, actually, it usually takes a couple of years to build a chain like this.
Oh, of course,
years. Yeah, and
we did it in what, 6 months?
6-7 months, yeah. But we had a massive team behind it and people that were super efficient. So we got that done. So very exciting times. We'll be making announcements about that moving forward. Next, I want to talk about the marketing side of this, because the myth, I guess the man, the myth, the legend that he is, the CMO of Krown, Mr. Peter Biggs is here with us. And I know he doesn't get in front of the camera much, but we've dragged him here, and welcome, Mr. Peter.
Thanks very much, James. Yes.
Tell us about it.
Not often you'll see me this side of the lens. This might be the last time. I chose the role of cameraman because it involved not being on this side of the lens.
Check the pulse, sir.
Yeah,
It's still there.
150. So yeah, we are moving from a very forward-facing, very visionary time in marketing, where everyone is focused on the potential, the market size, the TAM, to a place where it's all about demonstration, where it's all about user engagement, where it's all about hearing your use cases, sharing your stories, hearing how the Krown network and castle are really changing your day-to-day usage of your hot wallet and your blockchain development. And that's a really exciting thing to be changing from. So for me, as you know, every time you see me on a Krown meet, it's all about the call to action. And I believe, James, we've had somebody reporting in from New York City.
We have. There is someone in New York that's going. They have taken some video of it, or they're working on taking that video. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. Also, hopefully we'll hear from them soon.
So as calls to action go, yeah, hats off to whoever that is. Look forward to featuring you on the next Krown meet, and potentially a little reward for you as well. Thank you for being the first in Times Square to video our billboard. Big shout out to Luke and the Hightower team for helping us pull that fantastic creative together in short order, with the right codec. So yeah, hats off to you guys too. Big shout out to Rebecca as well, who's constantly monitoring the socials. Hats off to Alexis for taking care of so much of the graphic design, media kit in production at the moment. And of course, Sasha for being the backbone of our analytics and Google Analytics 4 accounts and event tracking. So hats off to the unsung heroes.
Yes.
Really appreciate that. And of course, big call to action. Please do, if you haven't already, invite your friends, family, even a stranger to our socials, particularly focusing this month on LinkedIn as well as YouTube. So yeah, be great to see you hitting that like and share button and engaging with our content. Thank you all. That's probably more than enough from me, James. Probably regretting you brought me out here.
You know, look, I told you guys. Okay, so he was so nervous yesterday in the round table. He's over here like, I was like, get in front of the camera. He's like, oh no, you want me in front of the camera? Yes, we want you in front of the camera. All those slides you see in the presentations in the Krown meets that are so amazing, that's Power Slide Pete right here. And he does an amazing job. So anyway, thank you, Peter. We certainly appreciate you. A lot of you write me and you'll DM me and you'll say, are you doing this? Have you considered this? You know, what are we doing for Castle? Let me tell you that in our marketing meetings, the spreadsheet and the go-to-market files, everything that we look at, the reports, our plans, they are multi pages long, and each one it has a definition, it has a purpose, and we're continuing to execute on that purpose. Today, I think, or yesterday, I believe it was, we doubled the marketing budget to move it up, and you'll be happy to know I'm going to double that again next month. So, but anyway, we're taking care of all sides of it, whether it's Castle, it's the wallet itself, or the website, whatever it is to drive traffic into those funnels. And we want to finally get to the bottom of that funnel, and that amount or that number be the largest possible. And I think that we have the plan going forward, the marketing plan going forward, to do just that. It's not going to be that hard to get our name out there. I think if you type the name Krown in Google, it ranks pretty high. And if you type, and moving forward, if you type Castle or Castle Wallet or Krown Network, whatever, we're right up there with it. So we'll always be up there, but we're going to continue to drive people to the site, drive people to the applications so that they can download them, be a part of it, and see really what it's all about. You have to understand the breadth of Krown is extremely difficult to convey to someone new. Every time somebody joins our group, they're like, when's the launch? What are you launching on? And what is this project about? Every person in the group, there's about 1,200 people, and by the way, it's all organic. They all jump in and are like, okay, so here you go. Go here, go here, go here. Check the pins, look at our YouTube channels, watch our Krown meets, because it's extremely massive, and you have to take it all in. It may take you a few days, and we really want you to kind of go through, do your due diligence, and then come back, and then you can really understand it a lot better. And when people do that, they come back and they go, wow, I didn't really realize that it was not just a project, but it's so much more than that. And it really is. It's so much more.
Hey, James,
Yeah.
since we're on the marketing topic.
Oh, right.
My DMs are getting lit up all the time. There's a couple of big questions.
Okay.
People want to know when Lambo. I don't know if we did an update on that.
We're going to get that.
All right. And then I don't know if we could talk a little bit about like the website upgrade and the analytics that caused that, search results, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think for Peter, I'm going to talk about the Win Lambo, and this is actually going to your project too that you're going to be heading up, and I'm really excited about it. But so can we just kind of go over like what we track a little bit and how those analytics look, and then can you let people know? I don't know the latest numbers. I know you do, but on like what type of growth we're seeing percentage-wise.
So we track a lot of conversion events on the main Krown.network website, as well as setting up a comprehensive conversion tracking on all the new web properties that are currently in production, and some of which have been launched recently, including castlewallet.com with a Q. It's really important for us to understand dwell time, for example. As you say, James, there is so much to the Krown network. There's the Krown paper, there's all the individual ecosystem products. There's a huge and thriving blog section on there where you can see our updates, where we've been featured in the press and PR, as well as all the AMAs and other activity from leading voices and key opinion leaders in the scene in the industry. So it's important for us to understand raw visitor numbers, which I won't disclose on this call. Sorry, James.
Yeah,
I'll have a slide for you next time. But we also track the purchase.krown.network domain, which is obviously where everybody logs in and administers their own accounts, just to understand, could we be doing anything better in terms of conversion rate optimization, UX, user experience, usability? Could we be meeting people's needs better? And it also helps us inform the product strategy. You know, if we find people are getting focusing on a particular feature set, well, maybe that's because they're not getting that functionality somewhere else from their existing provider. Maybe we can develop something there, enhance our product, and rise to the top that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of data points, a lot of individual conversion events on each page. There's the page load, there's the scroll depth, there's the individual calls to action on the various call outs modules and boxes on each page.
Average length of time on page and
There is, and also the all-important sign-ups and mailing list. Another CTA, please. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Don't forget, that's where you'll hear our updates first.
For sure.
Switch me off when you need to. Yeah.
No, you're good. And then also, people ask me a lot of the time, they're like, sometimes I'll get people that are executives in other companies, and they'll reach out to me, whether it's on LinkedIn or whatever, and they'll say, do you have a GTM? And of course, it means go to market. Do we have a GTM strategy or go to market strategy? We literally have a GTM for every product that we do, because if you don't, you're dead in the water. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know your product. You need to know your audience, and you need to know the demos that are around it, right? And so that's what we do. That's why we gather all these analytics. We get deep into our analytics, actually, to make sure that we understand everything going forward. And that's why when we launch things, or even before we launch things, there's crazy, wild activity around everything that we're doing, every product that we're doing, because we've already done the research and we know our people. Why? Because everything in the group, the almost 1,200 people that are in our group, it's organic. And when it's organic, it's real and it's consistent, and the retention rate's much higher. And that's what it's all about for us. So yeah, we do all of the analytics, we do all the marketing, we do all the GTMs we need to do. So it's always there. So you guys don't have to worry about that. The other thing too is Win Lambo. Win Lambo has taken on kind of its own monster, if you will. I was talking with, I know at one point we were talking with a company that's closely related and works directly with Lamborghini, with that company. But what I've been approached by actually are two Lamborghini dealerships, owners that saw us, and we're talking to them right now about what the deal would look like if we purchased one, or if we went, kind of half and half, and then we worked a deal out where it's half, advertising, and then half here's the Lambo. But the whole point of it is for years, Ramy, you know this as well as I do, especially back in the days a few years ago when we were working on. It's always been in crypto, this word, this saying, and it's Win Lambo, right? Win Lambo. In other words, when am I going to be rich enough to have a Lamborghini? So we trademarked the name. By the way, I can't believe anybody hasn't done that, but we did it. And now we're creating a sweepstakes style program where you're going to find out when that Lambo is. Because if your name's called, you're going to get a Lambo, and it's going to be a Krown edition Lamborghini. And so we'll work those details out, and you'll understand. It'll have its own site. It'll have its own site. You can go there. No purchase necessary. But if you do purchase, you get more tickets put into the wheel, if you will, into the well to get picked out, and then we'll announce a deadline date and an announcement date, a winner's date, and we'll do that live on TV for someone. And some lucky follower or someone who's purchased will win a Lamborghini. And you and I have a lot of work to do because we need to get going on it. And I know we've been crazy with the whole, launching and getting ready, but Win Lambo will be huge. Well, there's something else. Website, I think you said something. Is there a website?
I know we had that. We had to upgrade the website and the traffic. Because of the inflow, the sudden inflow of the Castle wallets.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Castle wallet site. First of all, Ramy, great job. We've gotten nothing but rave reviews from that site. It's beautiful, fast. Everything's responsive. It's just gorgeous. So great job on the site. Ramy had a big part in that, and so we thank him for that. Metrics on that, analytics on that. I'll need to look at it, but I can certainly provide those later on. I do know that our traffic has absolutely exploded pretty much across everything. Castle Wallet site has really started to look well. Our website, the traffic has gone nuts over that. I know we're up triple figures, in percentages when I was looking at
high triple figures.
Yeah. So that's amazing.
And the outreach with the Apple.
Okay. Yeah. So I know I may have clarified this, but let me say it again. When we initially, with regard to Castle itself, the wallet, when we had addressed or filed this with Apple, with App Store, and initially it was kind of pushed back. It was we were like, what's going on? So we fixed what they asked us to fix. Then we did it. We had to do it again. And then this had never been seen before, where it was a fintech product with a novel quantum product inside of it. And it was something that was seen. And I don't know if it triggered them. I don't know what it was. But eventually today, actually, I think it was this morning, we got the deal done with Apple. They sent us back the entire agreement that we had to sign and agree to with all of these countries. There were a couple of holdouts. I won't mention the countries, but there were a couple of holdouts. Finally, we got the approval with those countries. And so Castle is ready for the world. It'll cover approximately 85% or to 88% of the entire world global population. So mass adoption's on the way for that. People always ask me, and especially since we've mentioned Castle, yeah, but what makes you so different? What makes you so different? And it's like, to me, if there's one clear differentiator, there's going to be several, Ramy, I know there's going to be several of those, but it's the security. It's the security side of it. It's that random, that true entropy that you have, that QRNG2 technology that's built into that wallet, that makes it completely different. When you go and you do SIMs of other wallets that right now they're sitting with classical or with what are standardized encryption methods today, those will not stand up in the next, I don't think, 12 to 24 months. I think you'll be looking at and hearing about more hacks, and the moment that comes, they'll be looking for something that can help them. This really protects the assets. It's been tested. It's patented. The wallet will be patented multiple ways. There's going to be multiple options that we'll have. We'll phase the wallet in. There'll be multiple features that will phase into the wallet as well. Your staking will be in there. There will be a new lock feature. There's going to be a lot of different things. There'll be a P&L feature it was a great idea today by Pat, was about, hey, what if we had this, or was it you? I can't remember. It was Pat. Yeah. We're mush. But it was like, hey, let them see what their wins and their losses are, where they stand, financially, and that's a great idea. So we'll put that in there as well. So,
what's the point? The security part is huge. I mean, look what happened recently with Google, AWS.
Google today, AWS.
Was it Microsoft?
Yeah, it was Microsoft, man. The Outlook. Oh, yeah.
3 big companies.
I feel for them on that, really. I do, because you don't want that on anybody. I mean, really, you don't. But
so quantum will definitely change in the future.
It will. It will. And Krown is is in an advantageous position, exactly. I think, because we've already really done the groundwork that we needed to do to build the proper relationships, to have the trust, to build everything else for the future. And it wasn't easy doing that. When we're working with Dr. Polito, the guy's a whiz. He's a genius. He knows a lot. He's a great businessman too, and he's a good man. And gaining his trust in the very beginning, I did not have that. And over the course of the last 15 months or so, it's really kind of grown into a wonderful relationship between two companies who have a shared vision and a dream that we're building. And I couldn't be more proud. Speaking of being proud, I have two guys here that have become really good friends of ours, of Queen and I's. I want to kind of reintroduce them, even though most of you know them. The metalhead himself, Sergio, right here, the CIO. Boom! There's Sergio. You can't get through a Krown meet without him clanking something, whether it's his whatever, a shroud, his chainmail. Dude's ready with swords and daggers. Serge, we just love you, man, and we thank you so much for what you're doing with the locks. And if you could kind of maybe give us a little update, or kind of what your method is, what you're thinking about with locks. And people are asking, what do they need to do? Do they need to contact you, or what do they need to do?
Yeah, there's criteria. There's 6 things that I would need: your total Krown holdings, Telegram handle. You can find it all in the chat. I'll keep reposting it every so often. I think we have a newsletter going out with
yes, absolutely,
with that data
instructions
as well,
on validation.
with the instructions. A lot of people have their reservations because they don't know percentages and all the details. So what I'm doing is I'm collecting the data right now, and I assume apparently it's going to be a lot easier than what we imagined with the cloud and all that stuff there. So we don't really have everything set in stone now, but I'm collecting the data. We did meet our new benchmark, which was the 25 billion. We're over now.
Really?
Yeah. So I have
that's news.
Yeah.
That's news, guys. You just heard that. That's huge. And we'll talk about how big that is in a second. But I do want to ask real quick, with regard to the staking and all of that, we'll be able to, I know in a couple of weeks, we should be able to give them some more information in the next couple of weeks. You think? Okay, good. So there's that. So we're over 25B?
Yeah, we're over 25. Collectively, it's close to 30. And then the lockup is 25 in relation to the 30. So I might have to move the goalpost a little bit further again.
Look, I've been in crypto a long time. Ramy too. We can both tell you, I mean, together, we can tell you, if you've got a lockup that's that high percentage, if you have a lockup that is 80% of what that circulating is going to, about 75 to 80%. If you have a lockup that big, It absolutely means everything. It screams legitimacy. It screams belief. It screams stability, a floor, a price, the growth. I mean, the growth on the coin. Geez, that's crazy.
It's a 20% float. At the end
Yeah,
of the day, right?
20% float. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts. You don't see that in crypto, guys. You just don't.
You don't see that in stocks.
No, you don't see it in stocks either. No, you do not. Real quick, next, Pat. I just want to introduce you all to Pat. I know a lot of you may have not met Pat or seen him a lot on the Krown meets, but I want to introduce Pat Gallo. He is our COO here at Krown. He's an extremely important part of how the company operates as a machine. And as he slowly transitions into his role here at Krown, he brings a really broad expertise, in-depth expertise, and knowledge in operations. And so I'm going to hand it off to Pat, introduce himself, and he can kind of tell you, kind of the vision for the operation, how things should typically work in business. Pat?
Thanks, James. Yeah, I'm more of the camera shy type of guy, so I like to keep it behind the scenes, like Peter likes to say about himself. But yes, I'm taking a little bit more of an active role these days in Krown and trying to help out as much as I can on the back end. James's vision has kind of been revolutionary in what I've seen in the industry. My expertise isn't specifically like these professionals over here, designing things and building things in ways that no one's ever done before. I've been involved in business for a long time, and that's where I kind of come into play. But what I see with the team together here, it's something that you won't find anywhere else, which is what's brought me to them. If you asked me a year ago what cryptocurrency was, I would have told you, yeah, I know what Bitcoin is. And that's about as far as I can go with it. But ever since then, I've been learning and acquiring more skills and knowledge on the whole basis. And I can tell you that what's being built here today is going to be changing the world in years to come.
Pat, you have experience in hiring, direct hiring with your companies before. How many people would you say? What would your staff be at any given time at one point?
So our biggest staff count was probably around 120, 130 in the last 12 months.
Yeah. See, I mean, that's the experience you need. You need someone that understands how to operate a business and what to look for in the people, but then also in the flow, right? And how the operations are. So that's why we love having Pat, man. And he's a believer in Krown, just like every one of these guys here and the guys back home too. Craig, Eric, I mean, look, you have one of the most, I want to talk about, if I can, I'm coming back to you because you're the queen and you're going to finish this thing off. All right. I want to talk about Craig Irvine real quick. Craig, we love you. If you're watching tonight, I know you wanted to watch. Before Craig came on board, we still had the vision, but we really needed that guidance and we needed that heavy home run hitter financially that could come in. And when you bring in a guy like that, it makes a statement. And it really made a statement because when people started hearing who was on our team, that was the moment when things kind of changed and started taking you more serious. And now, as you guys know, that we're about to start a raise round, it really solidifies kind of our spot where we need to be at financially healthy, and we need to have the vision. We need to have development already in progress. Which a lot of companies that are raising funds, they don't have product. Yeah, they're saying we want to do this.
They have a lot of debt too.
They have a lot of debt. Oh yeah, zero debt. We have zero debt. I love that. We have zero debt. Like the blockchain's paid off. Like, isn't it, Ramy? The blockchain's paid off. Like it's all paid off and everything. We don't have any debt. But anyway, Craig brings this wonderful depth in knowledge that he's had over many years of dealing with large financial transactions and M&As and raising funds. And so our raise is ready to go, and we're about to start kicking that off. And so, Craig, thank you for all the hard work that you've done, man, behind the scenes. I know every day we talk and we have our meetings, and your raise package is something to behold, and I know we won't have any problems in raising those funds. So the next one I want to talk about is really our newest member, which is Eric Preston, our general counsel here, and Eric is every single day. This guy's like cranking things out. He's offering his insight. He's sharing angles. He's making sure vulnerabilities are not there or exposure that shouldn't be there for the company is not there. He's doing the contracts the right way, makes it fair for everyone. He's secured, the Krown safety and security is important, which it should be for any company, but it's also fair to anyone that we work with. So hats off to Eric. We really appreciate you, Eric, on that. And what we call our resident Viking, who is not here with us today, Gareth Slavin. Gareth, we love you, and I know that you're watching tonight, and we miss you, buddy. Big hats off to you as our CTO, man, because you certainly handle a lot of complex issues and teams, especially on that blockchain side and on that innovation side, and the ecosystem as well. So thank you so much, Gareth. We really appreciate you and all the hard work that you do every day. All of our meetings we have every day, sometimes they're stressful, sometimes they're fun, but they're always productive, and you've kept this train on the track. So thank you so much. So finally tonight, gentlemen, you can come. You're more than welcome. We're live. Come on, we're live on TV, baby. We're here.
We're headed
Go
to
ahead.
Investigate, so I wanna-
Just wave on your way back.
Right.
You're good. You're good. So finally tonight, I'm gonna hand it off to. I'm gonna try to do this without getting emotional. Bam. Hold on. I got this. 1, 2, 3. We're good. My baby don't mess around. She said, no. So I'm gonna hand it off to Queen because she has been the one that has every night, every morning, she has stood by my side. Those late nights, those late phone calls, the nights when I'm slamming my hand on my desk, she has been there and she has supported Krown in every way. Krown would not be here where it is if it wasn't without her. And I know that she wasn't there in the beginning, but let me just assure you this, that the energy that I had in the beginning was directly related to this woman. So all the credit goes to her. I'm going to hand it off to her because she's the one that helps you guys out behind the scenes. Every time you write a ticket, and by the way, we started off with hundreds of tickets and she got through those. But she's the one that really is the glue for this family. And I'm going to let her bring it home tonight. But we thank you for everything that you do. And I thank you so much for the support because you're awesome. All right, go ahead. Do your thing.
I don't know about the glue. I don't know. You're a foundation. So
Oh.
that's where it starts.
Now, see, you're not supposed to do it. See, you're not supposed to make it worse.
I'm sorry. I wish that y'all could see him
Yeah.
behind the scenes every day. Just he wakes up with this drive to make it better and better and better every day. He goes to bed at night just thinking of new ways that he can make it better, to make Krown better. What can he do to help all of our investors? And, you know, through all of that, he stands on God through all of it.
Yeah.
And that is one of the best characteristic traits that this man carries. I mean, I can't say enough about it. He's an amazing dad to our kids on top of working 24/7, what seems like, you know. I wake up in the morning and hear him talking to people. We won't say any names, but we go to bed at night and he does the same thing. But that's okay because, you know, they're getting work done. And
No, we're not.
yes, y'all are.
No, we're not.
Yes, y'all are. You're getting
We're talking.
work done.
We're talking all kinds of crap at
Look,
4:30 in the morning.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to just kind of ease into that. But yeah, all jokes aside, I mean, we're building something amazing. We all are, but it's your vision, you know.
Well,
it's your hard work and determination that's gotten us there. So
Thank
we're
you.
all thankful for that.
Thank you. I will say this: there is one amazing thing, as an attribute that I think maybe it's a trait. I'm not sure of a successful company, and it is the ability of the leader, whoever that may be, to assemble the troops in a way that they complement each other to a point that, as a whole, you create something great. And along the way, if you're an entrepreneur, a entrepreneur, if you're someone who wants to start a business, you want to get in this space, welcome. It is a tough one, but welcome. But what I would say to you is find people that do not compromise your integrity, your character, or your goals. The moment you do that, you're dead in the water. And always, always, always remember those people that invested in you, whether it was monetarily or their time, whatever it may be. Never forget them because they're the ones that have put you where you are right now. I would not be here if it was not without any of these guys, or this lady, or the ones at home, Eric, Craig, Gareth. I wouldn't be here. None of us would, really. None of us would have Krown right now. Yeah. So we want to thank you. So all of this goes out to you, investors. Thank you so much for believing in us. Thank you so much for all the kind words, all the DMs. I've got literally dozens of them right now from things you guys are saying. You're probably asking questions. I don't know, but thank you so much again. So from all of us from Krown, we have to ask, what's in your bag? Good night, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. We'll do another Krown meet. We'll be letting you know what the Krown meet is in the next few hours. Okay. Talk to you guys later. I'm James, and I'm out.
Good job.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.